Hi everyone, Scorp here, starting a new playthrough of Duelist the Roses. Somebody in the Discord recommended that or said that they were trying out the mod Farme, or in English it's Farm. I believe this is made by a Portuguese creator named 8-Bit. I'll at least try to remember to put in the description the link to their release video. I'm just gonna try this out just to see what it's about. Oh. Why? OBS, what is wrong with you? Okay, so I'm also trying to do this on PCSX2 1.7, one of the nightly builds. Just so I could use some of Hazel's texture packs. So there might be a problem or two. But I do want to try out this mod and at least give a preview of it, so I'll do at least one playthrough. But go ahead and save. We can stop going super speed. Oh, the switch. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to deck. Well, first thing to see. Let's see what's in our deck. Mystical Elf. That's a great start. We have 2 dancing elves. That's really good. Okay. Let's just see if passwords are disabled. Which I'm guessing if I do that. Oh, it's actually working? Cool. Good job, OBS. Let's see here. See if passwords work. We could absolutely break the game very quickly if they do, so let's see if they do. Oh yeah, they work. Okay, well, might as well just shove that in. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's not do too much of that, because that's gonna be a gigantic problem. Because we could just go over and, since I assume that means that all the passwords work, so I assume we could just put in Dancing Elf, and we could put in Darkness Approaches and a whole bunch of other cards. That sounds pretty good. So, okay. I can see that it changed the starter decks. I hope you guys saw at the very beginning, they didn't fix the textures on the starting decks, which there's a mod for that, and there's a modding tool to fix that, so that's not great. That should definitely be fixed. Oh wow, we drew a good card. So Secdef Gemini Elf is a leader. Pertea, the field's not changed. Definitely an interesting choice to not change the field. For some reason, I hate the female fusions in this game. They just, like, that should have fused. Female plus fairy, that's also female. Please fuse. Like, this fuses, right? Yeah. I don't understand this game at all, sometimes. Like, that last one should have fused. But... oh, that's gonna do a lot of damage. Oh yes, we don't need to watch Dark Witch just obliterate an hourglass that for some reason has wings. And my opponent has lost cards. Oh yeah, those would be my cards. So my opponent's at 600 and has played one card. I feel like this was not the greatest idea by them. Oh hey, an Airnight Parshath. They also didn't do the thing to fix the visuals for fights, so that's unfortunate. I did see in their intro video that they did make leveling up leaders a little easier. It wasn't like the easiness of some of the mods, but it was better. Oh, hey, a key mace. I could use one of those. I mean, I'm sure that's mine, so... If nothing else, we could take that from her. So... Bonk? Okay, so... Taya's not too hard. That's not the silver bow and arrow. I kind of wanted that. It's a Gemini elf. It's better than nothing. Okay, well, from that we can at least see that equips are in the graveyard slots. We'll just remember that Taya probably has good cards for us, and we'll come back to her if we have problems. Which we'll see if we have problems. These textures are from Hazel, not from their mod. This is just added as a texture pack. Thank you to 1.7 for allowing those to change very easily. Well, it looks like Tristan's field isn't changed. I'll have to look after I'm done with this session to check, what the AIs look like. I hope they've been changed because, although that felt like Taya's AI that we just faced. Completely terrified. I should be able to tell if this is Tristan's AI, honestly. Since it's awful. Yeah, that looks like his AI. He only ever attacks when he thinks he has field advantage, or when he's attacking from when he has field advantage. Yeah, absolutely horrendous AI. Yeah, whoever designed his AI, just... they need fired. It was not good. a mystery hand. It's some damage. So far, this is definitely Tristan's AI, and it is not pretty. There's just a whole lot of females in this deck, which is fine, I guess. So, yeah, our deck's not particularly bad. I do want to try 3 in a row, so... It's... OBS is going to be a problem for this, so... So, I'm sorry to everyone watching this. How about I just be right back? Okay, I 3 in a row mystery hand. Oh! Okay. Well, that's pretty good. So you can get some really broken cards through 3 in a row, so, if you didn't want to just put in passwords and break the game, I'm sure you could just get, like, 1 or 2 3 in a rows, and the game would just break for you. Is what it looked like. I'm not against putting this perfectly ultimate in. This Keen Ace can also go in. Honestly, Gemini Elf's a pretty decent card. Yeah. So, not really very difficult so far. And if you wanted to, you could absolutely just put in a couple passwords and have an unbelievably strong deck very quickly. I'm not too happy with PCSX 2 1.7 right now, due to what it's doing with OBS, but maybe that'll get fixed because, I mean, they're doing nightly builds still, so I don't know what's causing that. So this field is also unchanged. I don't think spellcasters get find hidden card naturally, so that's something else I could go check with a modding tool to see if those were changed. I would honestly doubt it at this point. So, I'm sure Mai's just gonna do my things. Also, all of the deck leaders of the opponents are just Secretary of Defense. That's kind of sad to me, but, I mean, I kind of understand where they're coming from. Opponents played Elegant Egotist, Gus Fan. Okay. Not terribly interesting yet, but we're getting there. I unfortunately don't have the best cards for fusions with Dancing Elves right now. So we'll see if we can draw something to fuse to make another mystical elf. This Dark Witch is probably going to be good enough. I hope Mai doesn't have a mirror wall. That would be kind of unfortunate. Looks like she doesn't have a pet dragon on the field, so that's nice. We do have a harpy here. Let's see. This will make Dark Elf, which isn't really what I'm looking for. I'm just fusing into Punished Eagle because we can. Take the damage here. We can get in. Maize, she's playing super strong cards, so can't really just straight up rush her down, but, you know. Oh, man. That's a 4900 Dank Witch. That's pretty good. Okay, well, she can get over the Punished Eagle. Unfortunately for her, that means that I'm gonna do 1700 damage here. Or more. If I can draw something good. That should be weak enough. Yeah, mystical elves are good. I have to assume that most of the starter decks you can do silly things with, so not too surprised that we're walking over the game, but... and also remember, if you wanted to, you could... It looked like you could just put in passwords, so... you could become very powerful, I think. If you wanted to. Well, that's a creature. Here. Oh, that's a trap, my. Not that it's going to matter. Oh, hey, a Fiend Reflection number 2. We could use one of those. That's a really good card. Oh, she still had, well, unfortunately for you, that's over 4,000 damage. Well, we gotta follow wind. We don't... Oh, there's the Electro Whip. That's what I wanted. I didn't quite get the Winged Reflection. That's kind of a shame, but we're not really a deck that actually needs that. We have summoning power issues already, so we don't need it, but it would have been nice. We have, like, a Winged Beast in our deck, so I don't think I'm going to put that Follow Wind in the deck. But it's there. If we were having any issues at all, the first thing I'd do is probably throw in a password to just put in all of these equips that I could get. Yeah, this is seeming kind of ridiculous at this point already. There are many, many monsters in this deck I want rid of. Beautiful Beast Hammer could definitely go. This deck is by no means good, but I mean, it has the bones that make it pretty good. Mai is still 1,003 deck cost. Interesting. Like, I'm pretty sure 922 is different and 1149 is different, but 1,003... This is 1,001 still. So I'm guessing if you had 1,002 deck cost, you'd still break the game. Okay. I mean, this is modded. I mean, they have different deck leaders. Sea Serpents are an interesting opponent for us. We really drew terribly. This is not great. I'd like Ill Witch to be my beat stick, but, like, I don't know if I can actually do that. So I'm just gonna send Empress Judge over to this patch of land over here and hope he can't change the field too much. I might want this Curse Breaker, who knows. This looks like Mako's AI. So I'm going to assume that he hasn't changed any of the AIs. Just my assumption. I mean, I personally think that some of the AIs need changed, like Tristan's definitely needs changed, because the man is definitely not a myth or a legend with his base AI. By the way, I'm holding those two creatures because they're fusions with Dancing Elf. We play Pug'em. It's basically an I win card, so we might as well use it. Okay, Karyushin, so we can change field. Which is quite good for him. Quite bad for us. Well, Aqua Snake does not change the field. And it loses horribly, so that's good for us. Aqua Snake is not very impressive, so that's good. All of the cards he has out are monsters, so that's good for us. Let's see. Monster Recovery can go away. Just power these up and throw Dark Witch into this. Okay, so nothing too special from our friend Mako here. Honestly, the most important thing I could actually probably get from this guy is actually traps, so... it would probably be best if I just let him play a trap and then take it from him. Because I don't think I'm going to need any of these Sea Serpent cards, so... And he's just played straight 5 monsters. I'm not really in the mood to keep whatever card this is, so... whatever card he plays next should be a spell or trap. Oh, he just doesn't have a trap. Okay, then. Maybe he can get over this. Is kind of the hope. Oh, it does not look like he can. This Perfectly Ultimate's putting in some warp. I guess I'll just face up defense this Witch's Apprentice. Oh. That's not great. Oh, actually, that is pretty great. Face up defense the Dark Elf. His creatures are extremely weak, huh? Okay. He looks very dead. Okay, bye. Okay. That wasn't, terribly impressive. Spring of Rebirth wouldn't be terrible. And I'm gonna miss everything. Okay, we got a Sea King Dragon. Honestly, I'd probably have preferred the Karyushin, because then I could have at least used it to change field on people that rely on that. We got nothing that I needed, right? Yeah. I mean, Aqua Snake's not horrible. But it's not amazing either. Well, let's just go ahead and do Joey also. Actually, I'm pretty sure Joey was a 970 in deck cost in the base game. I wonder what all they changed. I mean, I know they've changed the decks, like, they're definitely different. But, like, the deck costs are the same, so... And that's a baby dragon leader, so I mean, it's definitely different. And it also should have increased movement and open card, I'd assume. Yep. Okay. Guess we'll just leave it with that. Here, let's, this shouldn't fuse, right? Just put this in defense, let him come to me. It's the safe way to play. Oh yeah, that's some good damage. So, I mean, really the only thing I've seen too much is, like, the enemies have just souped up deck leaders, I guess, so far. And the graveyard slots, the slot rares give super broken cards. I mean, that's pretty much the only... I mean, I guess the starter decks are changed. And I assume the enemy decks are changed a little bit. But it doesn't seem to be by that much. Let me just end this duel here, huh? Bonk. Goodbye, Joey. One more thing before we finish this first episode. I'll just go ahead and do a reincarnation. So let's hopefully get a decent card to reincarnate. None of these are actually that great to reincarnate, though, so... Although Kunai with Chain, we do have a couple warriors in this deck, so we could probably put that in. Until those warriors get nixed. Also, I think Time Wizard fuses with Dancing Elf to make Mystical Elf, if I'm not wrong. I know that's not a normal fusion that people do, but I think it works. Yeah, there is a reincarnation available, so let's just go do it. Oh hey, a Fiend Reflection number 2. For an Imp, not great. And a beautiful Beast Tamer. It's like junk, but well, I think that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for watching. And let me know if you think this is the correct version of this mod. And if you want to see more of it. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day.